She's a woman who's been setting trends overnight. She's somebody who's been loved so much because she's not living a fabulous life alone, but she's also a fabulous person. Join me in welcoming everybody's favorite, Shalini Passi.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for removing time and doing this with us. I know you're extremely busy at the moment. You're getting so much love from people. I feel every time one opens Instagram, social media, one person who's constantly trending is Shalini Passi.
Yeah.
And I want to put it out to everybody out there that she's a workaholic. She's hands-on with everything that she's doing. We're also shooting on a Sunday, and it's very rare somebody like you and your personality type would work on a Sunday. Would you do this normally?
Yeah, I didn't realize actually yesterday it was Sunday and I was at a dinner party and I said I have to go back because I have interviews in the morning. Like, but tomorrow is Sunday, what camera team and what journalist, and thank you all for being here as well. So,
wow. You know, Shalini, I want to take this chat all the way back to the little young Shalini that you were.
Can I say one more thing? I think being an Indian, we know how, we are really eager for things. I think this culture of working 6 days a week and working hard and, it's not there in Europe, and that's why our country's done well. Because we have this hunger, and I think it's not just me, I think every Indian. I think we love what we do and we're so passionate about our work. And there's no like a Friday, like a weekend for us. Like we're perpetually working or thinking. So
wow. Were you always a workaholic, or did it happen to you over time?
So I, growing up, my dad said practice makes a man perfect is something like he really believed in. And I was like an average student. I am an average student, but I would sit with the students who got A, who were like the toppers. I would sit with them. Like I would sit in the front row, like I would always wanted to sit in front. So I guess that made me open to learning more and just wanting to know more, because we all have our, in school we all are graded differently, right? So
how was young teenage Shalini Passi like? What was her dreams and ambitions in life?
So I wanted to be an artist or an architect, and but I couldn't pursue, I could not study art in university. I studied in St. Mary. So yeah, I wanted to be an artist.
When did you realize that this is the life that you want to build for yourself? Not just, let's say, from the commercial, financial point of view, but just the way you are leading it. Like your personality is very different from other people, and you've also said it in the show that, you called yourself, I'm not like a normal person.
Yeah.
Please tell me why.
So, we all are expected to do things, whether we are growing up in school, college, when one is married, in different cities or in different societies. And I just felt that, when I was made to do something that I didn't want to do, even if it was the best thing for me, I was not happy. Like inside me, it was like if I had to do something which was just not sitting with me, I would not be able to sleep. I would feel guilty. I would feel irritated. So I said, you know what? I don't want that energy in me. And with work, with time, with so many I've gained people's respect, their trust. So people do respect me, do trust me. They know that even if they think it's not the right thing, but if I'm doing it, it would be right. So they have that much faith, and this I've earned over the years. It's taken me that much time in the art world or the fashion world, or even with friends. They know that they know that it'll be fine and it'll be amazing, and so their expectations of me are very, very high.
Very high.
People who know me, yes.
Yeah, for sure. I feel even when we watched you, and now we're just getting to get to know you in this little time frame that we have, we feel that expectation is set. Like if Shalini is doing something, or if Shalini is saying something, it's coming from a place of good intent and good energy.
Yeah.
But when you started the show off, I feel like a lot of people, let's say probably from the first episode or the second episode, must have been like, oh my God, wait, is this really Shalini? Or is she putting out this pretense because probably she can? But as the episodes graduated, you're just like, oh my God, no, this is her. And your life is very aspirational. How do you balance that?
So the first thing when, I said that aspiration is not just in terms of wealth or a beautiful home or a car or a career. Aspiration is also values, right? It's values, it's like your value system, it's your work culture, it's your how you are every day. And your wealth is just like a byproduct of what you do, and fame is a byproduct of what you do. It's not your goal, it's not your end game. What is your goal? What is your life? Is being effective, leading a good life, helping people, helping yourself, being a happy human being. There's no point helping the whole world if you yourself are not happy. You can give happiness and you can do things only if you are inside very fulfilled.
Yeah.
So I think also my friends, like all my friends told me, don't become an angel. When they heard about the straight from a painting, everybody said you must be becoming an angel and all. I'm like, okay, this is so predictable. I was going to become an angel from a Renaissance painting. That was my idea, and I'd sketched the outfit out and everything. But everybody was like, I was like, how do they know me so well? I need to shake my own friends up.
Amazing. But another striking thing about your personality, which I feel unanimously was loved, was fashion. And let me say, I took little inspiration and got a bag. And I insist that Shalini has her bags here as well. I mean, oh my God, woman, you're making fashion statements left, right, and center. Talk to me a little bit about your interest in fashion as well.
Well, I don't think I'm the it girl.
Listen, we want you to know that we love your fashion.
Yeah, but you love my fashion, but I'm not like, I never wanted to be like, I don't want to be like this person who's very chic and it's very easy to do that, like straight hair, chic pants. It's the easiest thing to do and the most boring thing to do. Just imagine if on Ramona's lunch I'd come in a tweed twin set. How that scene would have been so boring. Right?
Agreed.
Yeah, and also, it was also like I wanted to have fun each day. I wanted to wear different colors. I love clips and I love putting things in my hair because I don't really cut my hair or style it. And so I wanted to put all that things there, and I wanted it to be like very fruity. We are Indians, we love excess. We love color, we love accessories. There's so much mix of different cultures that we have experienced. So I think it's all that.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's good to see it because I'm like, from one fashion girl to another, I feel like sometimes just because we're, let's say, fashionable or we have different interests, we're often considered or discounted for our intelligence. Isko kya pata hoga, ye to sirf hair, makeup, kapde mein interest leti hogi. But then when they get to know the kind of body of work one has, it changes. Shalini, talk to me a little bit about your experience. Has ever somebody discounted you for the wisdom and the intelligence that you bring to the table just because probably of your appearance and your lifestyle?
Yeah, many times. Like since, some people discount you, some people get... since school, college, and I've experienced it like everybody else. And but the joy of being yourself is greater than and when people they say, oh, she's beautiful and she's dressed and she's she doesn't do anything else, which is fine because that's their perception of me. That does not define me. That is their, like, if I can't speak Latin is not like, if I can't understand Latin, that's not the fault of the language. It's because I don't know the language. So people have to understand that not everybody's life is, it's not easy for people to understand others, and I do appreciate that. And I many times come to their level to be able to interact with them.
So, as women, I feel we often tend to have insecurities as well. We might camouflage them very beautifully, but we do tend to have our insecure moments. Shalini, I want you to tell me and talk to everybody out there watching, how do you sort of battle and get over any insecurity that you may have in your life?
Well, I was for the longest time very conscious about being on camera. Till 2018, there are barely any pictures of me because I thought like I didn't look good on camera. It took me a while to get used to my own self, because I felt like when I wanted to see myself as something else, but on the camera I looked a different person. So that acceptance took really long. I started, taking a lot of pictures, doing a lot of photo shoots for travel magazines and stuff like that. So that really helped. Also, we all have, like, I find my hands very skinny. And, you know, there's so many things that we all feel. You know? So, yeah.
But how do you overcome? What's the chat you have with yourself?
So, the thing is that, oh, I'm so sorry, this has got caught. So, the best thing is, like, you take care. Suppose, like, I feel my hands are too skinny or something. Like, I take care of my hands really well. I put a cream and all. And then I'm like, you know, and then people said, like, your hands are like a painting. And then it's like, finally, like, validation helped me say, no, my hands are very nice.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
So no, I was like, when you place your hands, it's like a paint, like you placed in a painting. So I was like, that's because I've been seeing so many paintings, like each pose of mine has now become, so then I think that, and yeah, so.
You know, there was this particular episode where you're having dinner with the girls on the last day of your trip and with your Delhi girls. I feel that particular episode, and I would say this for everybody because we as my other girlfriends also spoke about it, was a game changer episode as far as you as a person is concerned. Because I think what you expressed and emoted, we saw that emotional side of yours, which was so real and so relatable, you know. It took एपिसोड 1 से मे बी 4-5 एपिसोड लगे शालिनी का वो साइड बाहर आने के लिए. मुझे आपसे जानना है, क्या आपके वॉल्स या गार्ड्स बहुत हाई हैं और इवेंचुअली ड्रॉप हुए हैं वो? ऐसा ही था?
Very high. Like it's like something would happen and no one would even know. Like it's like insane. Like you won't even know. Like I'm like that. I'm pretty much like that. Yeah.
Were you always so strong-headed and fierce?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I'm fierce. I am a Leo. Do you think I was fierce? Do I'm fierce?
You know, your energy is calm, but you can be fierce.
Yeah. So I've actually, it's taken me a really long time to calm that energy and channelize it in my work. If I don't do what I do, it's a lot of crazy energy. You understand? That's why I dance. That's why dance releases all the negative energy. So, like everybody else is, I have a lot of, like, I can't sit. Like I don't sit. I'm like on the move. Unless I have like another project, like Seema said, it's very difficult for me to, So I say it's better to channelize myself, you know, in different fields, whether I go to do with UNICEF if I'm doing something, or if I'm photographing a city, or if I'm modeling, or if I'm walking the ramp. So it's like always like, you know, the energy is going out and I'm staying calm, you know. Also work gives you a sense of a goal is so important for everyone. You know, every day we live and we do our thing, but what is a higher purpose, right? Right. So that all those things, you know.
You know, Shalini, I want to ask you this. As a mother yourself, right? I want to understand what is it that you want to impart to your kid, and what is it that you feel all moms should probably take one or two things from you as far as, you know, taking care of parenting is concerned.
Yeah, so I think everybody has such different notions on parenting. I did what I thought was the best. I told my son when he was growing up once, I said, you know, if you do good things, everyone will say, my God, Robin is such a good boy. When he was very little. And I said, you know what, if you do bad things, everyone will say कि माँ ने कुछ नहीं सिखाया. You know? And I was like, you know, I hope you don't want people to say that I taught you bad things, because all the credit for all the good things you will get, but the credit for the flag for anything you do wrong in your life, I will get.
Yeah.
And I think my son is really like an emotional, well-balanced, strong person. And I'm so proud of him because he's very sensitive. You know, in the pandemic, there were many incidences. He helped so many people. And he's a great friend. Like, he stands by his friends, you know. So.
Wow. You know, Shalini, also tell me, what is it in your life that at this point in time you feel is like a non-negotiable? कि कुछ भी हो जाए, ये तो मैं नहीं करूँगी.
Many things, like, many things in terms of what?
Let's say professionally, now that you're
professionally, there. Like my, like MASH, our art foundation, we are non-for-profit. Okay. So we support Indian contemporary artists, and we have awards, and We have an online magazine, and we don't. It's curated by me, and we don't take any money to put anybody on it. That's one thing we would never do. Second thing is, I think if my heart is not there, I don't do it. Like, you know, it's like that.
Right.
And also, like, I don't want to be around people who have negative energy. I don't want to. There's so many small things. There's nothing like I will never do anything. So never say never, because I say never, and then that thing starts happening. So I'm not saying that.
Did you ever think you're going to be a reality star?
Oh, you know, I wanted to. I was during the pandemic. I traveled around India, Pondicherry, Leh Ladakh, Jaisalmer, Bikaner, Guwahati. And I was shooting these short travel films, but I think there's not much audience for travel and cultural programs.
You're right.
I wanted to actually do that, but I mean, we live in India. We all fantasize about all the Bollywood songs, don't we? Growing up, and but I never really thought. I always wanted to. I would want to do a lot of things, but yeah, I think each thing leads to another.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your current bond with the other wives.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. I was with them yesterday. We were at a friend's birthday, which was a lot of fun. I think Mahit gave me some really good advice. Bhavna and I have a great bond. Neelam is someone who I really admire because she's very strong, and Seema is someone who, like, I think she's a lot like me, maybe not. Maybe she'll say, "I'll murder you, I'm not like you." But I feel that she's a lot like me. There's this like happy, fun energy, which I think resonates.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, Seema has I just recently interviewed her, and she has a very fun energy. I also
very
appreciate
relaxed, which is something that I don't have, and which when I see in her, and I see like actually this is really lovely. I would love to be like that as well. So
can I tell you one commonality I feel the both of you share?
Yeah.
I feel you're a very like level-headed in terms of what you're articulating also. Like you're a very real. You will not have too many filters in being honest. Has it ever put you in trouble? Honesty? Too much honesty?
Yeah, like many times, like when people would invite me somewhere, rather than saying I'm not well, I was like, sorry, I can't make it, because I hate saying, like, you know, I believe in manifestation, so I'll never ever make an excuse, oh, this one was something. So I don't even say like the words, like the bad words. I like didn't even use the C word during the pandemic. Like I used to like not even use that word. I was just, you know, like live in denial kind of a situation. Live in denial, but do what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, yeah, many times, like this is funniest incident. My friends were having dinner at table, and I was at some other thing, and then they said, come to table, we all are here. So I reached there, and then they're sitting on this really long table, this restaurant in Bombay.
Yeah.
And I sit down, and then I tell them this, I say, can you introduce me to the rest of the people? So he's like, my friends are like, introduce yourself. So I said, hi, I'm Shalini Passi. Hi, I'm Shalini Passi. I'm Shalini Passi. I'm from Delhi. And they also introduced themselves. I said, okay, I said, my friends are being such morons. They're not introducing me to the other guests on the table. Like, how like funny is that?
Very.
So then my friend is like, now tell them what you do. So I told them I have an art foundation, this thing, and then the person like there was like, and tell them more, and I said, my friend by the end my friend tells me, those were not our friends, it was a common table.
Oh my god! Oh my god, was it like long table?
It was a long table, it was a sharing table. And then my friends are like, so I said, I'll send you the herbs and all. I'm only talking to those people because I was like, my friends are being so rude to their own guests. And I was having a conversation with this side of the table.
Wow.
And not with my own friends, because I just felt so odd, like, why are these people being so bad to the...
And those people will be like, oh my god, is Shalini Passi chatting with us?
Talking to you. I said, oh yeah, sure. So what? I said like, yeah, I do this fit wellness thing and I make these powders at home and all. I'll send it to you. I'll take your address for my friends, and they're like, we don't have it. Like, what is happening? This was a whole evening.
Wow.
And they didn't tell me that later on they said,
ये तो दोस्त ही नहीं थे. Wow, Shalini, when you
They
friends in
were
Bombay.
randoms, and you have just spoken to 5 random people the entire evening.
And not spoken to your own
I
friends.
said because I thought you were being rude to them. I was so embarrassed of your behavior. Okay, this is not even foot and mouth. This is a different level. So
Yeah, this is a full energy
different
change.
level only, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
But you know, you also said in the show that you have this beautiful bond with Gauri and Shahrukh and the family. Talk to me about your bond with Gauri specifically.
Yeah, so my husband and Gauri were neighbors in Delhi, and they grew up together. And Shahrukh and my husband studied together. My son and Aryan, like they went to university together. So it's like I said, like it's like we're very close family, and I think they're really special people because Gauri being from Delhi, her father was in the army, and I think she has that most amazing quality of being down to earth, and which is so rare, and she's maintained that, and I really admire her for that. And she's such a solid person, whether it's her family, whether it's her friends. When she comes to Delhi, she meets all her school friends, college friends, and it's really a pleasure to know her.
Has it ever happened to be in a room of extremely electrifying, solid women? You know, you're entering the room and you just take away all the attention because of your personality.
I mean, I just entered the room being me, and it's their reaction to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do, but you do take away, you know, right? You make a statement when you walk into a room.
Yeah, but we are Leos, right? What do you expect?
True, that also.
We are Leos, you know.
Yeah, like I've seen.
I think someone said you have like 9 entries on the show.
Yeah, you do.
I have not even counted, but like sounds like you have 9 entries on the show. You're like entering in every episode, not just the introductory.
You are.
So I'm like, okay.
But you know, I have to tell you this, because we followed the other 2 seasons as well. I feel no wife became that famous and so trendy even at like the first season. You know, time लगता है एक personality को प्यार करने में, जानने में, hate करने में, जो भी होता है वो, you know, it takes overnight एक opinion बनता है. But when it came to Shalini Passi, वो opinion बना, वो positive बना और वो पागलों की तरह viral हो गया. You know, like some of the lines that you have said, which also, by the way, I've told Shalini I have to make a reel of it. What is your reaction to things like these?
So the thing is that because the first 2 seasons were very successful and they have their own audience and their women, and you know, so it's quite incredible. We always thought that there'll be lot of fame that would come with it and stuff like that. Fame is very different than love.
Right.
And love from people that I have never met. So I used to reply to my DMs before. And we have been on DMs. We have a team morning and night. We have been on the DMs, like sometimes they read it out to me and I reply, or like audio notes, and it's quite something else. I'm just like, and also people are saying that not just we love you or we love your passion or whatever, they're saying that you've inspired us.
Yeah.
And I think to me that is the best thing, because if someone says that you've inspired me, and I'm just like looking back and say, but how did I inspire someone who's so different from me, living in a different country, living a different life? And they're saying, no, your energy, your zest for life.
Yeah.
Which I think it's like people lose it, you know, like after a while they get jaded and everything. And I mean, I'm getting messages from Bangladesh, Vancouver, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, UK, of course.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just Lebanon, just Middle East. It's just amazing, you know.
Yeah,
and so much love. They're sending me videos of their mothers watching the show and blessing me, and their kids going crazy wearing hairbands. I mean,
listen, you're giving fashion and sport.
Like clips, they're making like stickies and like on their hairs, and like, oh my god.
Everybody's doing it. I'm telling you, we're gonna have millions now in Bombay also, Shalini.
So it's I think it's more about the love that has come to me, which was very surprising, because I am not a person like, I have not met anyone like myself. I've met so many people. But when I see one with somebody who's little bit like me, I just say, come. You're me, aajo. You have a little bit of me, aajo. Even if I don't neither see someone like me, I like go as listen, I understand you. Come.
Love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
Shalini, just few things before I let you go. I have to ask you this question. If somebody who aspires to be or have a life like yours, I know बहुत difficult होगा वहाँ पहुँचने के लिए, but थोड़ा बहुत. So what is it that they should do to be a little bit like Shalini Passi?
See, I think the biggest thing is karma. It's all karmic, your energies, your actions. I eat meat. There was a time I left meat also, but I intentionally and even unintentionally don't want to hurt anybody because it's something which comes back to you. Either it will eat you up or it will come back in some way. So I think karma is one thing that you have to keep. It's not even just harming someone or talking badly, it's also the intention. If you have bad intentions towards someone, it keeps festering in you, right?
Yeah, it does.
It festers in you, it plays on your mind, it will come out somewhere, you'll snap at someone, you'll say something. So that you have to remove, and that you do by forgiveness, by understanding a karmic connection, understanding that maybe the person is not having a good day, maybe the person is has traveled all day. So, and also like insecurities, everybody like everybody is like, I'm lucky to be born in India where women have rights and get opportunities, but everybody does not have that.
Yeah.
So recognizing that difference, I think you have to start from a place where you understand this is the most basic thing, and that people have forgotten. That what goes around comes around.
So it's all the energy that you give.
It's
You're
the
very
energy,
spiritual.
and then you follow your dreams. You think, you take the risk, you be different. Because everybody is just like, I just see everybody same hair, same makeup, same outfit. If it's Balenciaga, then Balenciaga. So it's
Stand out and be
individuality is so important, and being an artist and the art community, all the artists dress differently.
Right.
Some love blue, some have different hair, some always wear a hat or a cap, and some do their beard in different ways. So artists are very centric people.
Yeah.
It's like this one artist who's just jumped out of the art community and here, but all of us are like this. We are very, very, we like our little things, we like our little quirkinesses, So,
Yeah. And you're
I'm
bringing
an
that out.
artist who got married and then, but I am that at heart. So,
Yeah, that won't change. Do you have any Bollywood dreams for yourself?
yeah, I don't think I can act, but like maybe I can.
Yeah. Never say never.
Never say never.
Shalini saying never say never.
Never say never, but like it's my it's like the lines that we said were so basic, and I'm just hearing myself. What kind? Like you've not even said half the words. You've jumped on words. So what are you doing?
Shalini.
It was hilarious. I'm like, I can't understand myself. And then I have an elocution teacher, and he called me. We were working for 4-5 years. He said, "What did you do? What happened to all our lessons?"
Wow.
He's like, people are sending me clips. What should I do? I said, I'm so embarrassed. What happened to everything we were doing?
It's okay. Chalta hai. Thank you so much, Shalini, for your time and talking to us. I feel like through this conversation, I've got to know you a little bit more. And whatever I thought of you, imagined of you when I'm going to come here, I feel I've felt it all. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Wishing you all the very best for everything
Thank
else.
you.
Lastly, a quick message for everybody watching you out there, to all your fans, if there's anything that you want to tell them.
I want everybody who loves me to give that love to your friends, to all the women, because if women help women, then we uplift each other. So please, instead of don't be jealous of your best friend or your colleagues. If you're jealous of someone, take that quality and get it in yourself. If you love her hair, take care of your hair. If you're jealous of someone's beauty, take care of your beauty. If you're jealous of someone's work position, work harder, right? That person has worked hard to be there. So if you want what they have, you have to work hard for it.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.